Everybody knew your name. You walked those hallways like the whole school was your personal highlight reel. Varsity jacket, clean haircut, crowd going crazy every Friday night. You were that guy, and it felt like it was never gonna stop. Everywhere you went, people noticed. Teachers smiled when you walked in. Freshmen looked at you like you were already a legend. At lunch, your table felt like the center of the universe. At parties, people waited for you to show up before the night really started. Friday nights felt like movie scenes, bright lights, loud crowd, your name echoing through the stands. For 4 years, it felt like the world kept confirming the same thing over and over again. You mattered. And when you are 17, that feeling feels permanent. You think this is who you are forever. You think confidence will always come this easily. You think attention means momentum. You think being loved in one small building means the whole world is already waiting for you outside of it? Then graduation comes. Everyone is crying. Everyone is taking pictures. People are hugging, making promises, swearing they are all gonna stay close forever. And you are not even sad. Not really, because in your head, this is just the beginning. If high school was this good, then real life has to be even better, right? That is what you told yourself. But then it stopped. Not all at once. Not in one dramatic moment. It stopped slowly, quietly. The games ended. The lights turned off. The crowd disappeared. The group chats died. The invites slowed down. The people who used to clap for you every Friday night started worrying about bills, careers, relationships, and rent. And while everybody else kept moving, a part of you stayed parked in that stadium. Now you are 25. You are still wearing the same hoodie from senior year. The logo is faded. The sleeves are stretched out. But you wear it like armor. Like if you keep it close enough, maybe that version of you never really left. You still bring up the championship game at every single hangout. Every story somehow circles back to that catch, that run, that season, that moment when you felt untouchable. At first, people laughed with you. Then they just kind of smiled. Then eventually they stopped asking questions at all, because they had heard it already. Marcus shows up one day in a clean fit, fresh haircut, car cleaned out, talking about his new business like it is nothing. Nothing flashy, nothing forced, just calm, solid, grounded. He is speaking with the kind of confidence that does not need applause. He talks about clients, plans, goals, and what he is building next. You laugh it off. You tease him a little, act like it is not that serious. But something hits different about the way he carries himself now. He is not hyping you up anymore. He is not bringing up old stories. He is not living in the past with you. He just moved on. And that messes with you more than you want to admit. Because Marcus used to be right there next to you, in the stands, at the parties, in the parking lot after the games, talking like senior year would last forever. But now he is standing in front of you looking like proof that life does not reward who you used to be. It rewards who you decide to become next. Then you run into Emily, and that is worse. Not because she is mean, not because she is cold, not because she is trying to prove a point. It is the opposite. She is kind, calm, warm. She smiles when she sees you. She asks how you have been. She looks healthy, peaceful, like somebody who made peace with the past a long time ago. There is no bitterness in her voice, no dramatic tension, no unfinished scene. She is just happy, genuinely, peacefully happy. And somehow that hurts more than if she had been angry. Because if she was angry, maybe that would mean some part of her was still stuck back there too. But she is not. She kept going. She built a life. She outgrew the version of the story where high school was the biggest thing that ever happened to her. And suddenly you realize life did not pause when you did. It just kept going without you. Then the reunion comes. And that is where it really breaks you open. You walk in expecting something old to come back. You think maybe the music, the faces, the building, the memories, maybe all of it will make you feel like the king again. Maybe for one night, you will step back into that old identity and it will still fit. But it does not. People are polite, friendly, happy to see you. But nobody is treating you like a legend. Nobody is frozen in time the way you are. They are just people now. Adults. People with jobs, kids, stress, goals, mortgages, stories, and responsibilities. They are not looking for the old hierarchy. They are not ranking who mattered most in 12th grade. They are just living. Coach Reynolds is there too. So of course you bring up the big game. The one you have replayed in your head 100 times. The one you have told 100 people about. The one that became the symbol of everything you cannot let go of. He smiles and says, "Yeah, great season." That is it. He does not even remember the exact play. And that is the moment. Not because he was cruel, not because he meant to hurt you, but because something finally clicks. The moment you built your whole identity around was just one of many moments in a life that kept moving. It meant everything to you. But the world did not stop there. The story kept going. You were the one who stayed behind. When you get home, your mom has every newspaper clipping saved in a box. Every photo, every article, every little piece of proof that once upon a time, you were the golden boy. And she loves you more than anyone. She always will. But even she said it once, quiet and soft, in that way only a mother can. "Baby, you have so much more life to live." And she was right. The best chapters do not happen in high school. They happen the second you stop living there. The second you stop asking the world to remember who you used to be. The second you stop introducing yourself through old stories and start building something new. The second you realize confidence was never locked inside a stadium or a varsity jacket or a Friday night crowd. It was always yours. You just forgot to carry it into the next chapter. So maybe that is where your life actually starts. Not at the peak, not at the championship, not at the reunion, but here, in the moment you finally let go. In the moment you stop worshiping the old version of yourself and start becoming someone new. Because peaking in high school is only the end of the story if you decide it is. And you do not have to. Not anymore.